Alright. What's up, fam? Welcome to the Pigstarcraft here. It is early Monday morning here in Australia where we are casting I Cast Your Freaking Awesome Replays. Who would have thought that I would be casting the replays that I cast as part of the show that's called I Cast Your Replays? Wow, big surprise there. Of course, it is called Icyfar for short, I Cast Your Freaking Awesome Replays. You can change out freaking for a different word if you're a bit of a badass. But if not, and you are afraid of naughty language, freaking just fine, right? I Cast Your Freaky Replays, whatever you want to call it. This is, of course, the hit and run challenge where players had to attack and get the hell out of there. Use those hit and run tactics as much as possible. Up here in the top right, representing my clan, Taste the Bacon. Playing his off-race. He's a Masters Protoss player. I think he's low diamond with Terran. It is EMC2. And it looks like he's going for proxy barracks. Oh god, we're starting off aggressive here. His opponent down here in the bottom left, it's Jesse Rogers. That name rings a bell. I feel like this is one of those things, those famous names of like people that people know in America, but no one else cares about. Can you guys tell me who the hell Jesse Rogers is? Let me know in chat, and I'll try to understand. Wait. So he's spotted the other SCVs coming, and he's cancelled the idea of proxy raxing as EMC2. And he said, oh, let's just build barracks at home, but he's forgot to put on gas. Oh, EMC2's panicking. I think he's going to be screwed, man. That's 3 racks Reaper coming his way, right? Wait, no, there's no gas. Oh, okay, he sees no gas. He's like, oh, no, I just need Marines to defend. He's building a 3rd racks of his own. Maybe not necessarily, but if he can just get a bunker up, he should be fine. 4 racks Proxium. This is some high-level TvT. When I say high level, I mean really fucking low level. Like, Proxy Marauder, great. Proxy Reaper, great. Proxy Marine, it's what you do when you've given up, like, on life, you know? Like, you guys know when you see one of those people who's just got fucking food stains down their shirt, and you're like at, like, a rather nice restaurant or a nice, like, gathering. Maybe it's, like, a family gathering. There's that one uncle who just does not give a fuck. And you're like, Gary, did you maybe not want to wear the shirt with the spaghetti stains? And he's like, I don't fucking give a shit, Janice. I fucking don't care. Like, that's when you start 5-raxing Marine and TvT. Like, you've really given up, guys. It's especially when you see their SCV scout you, and instead of like transitioning, you're like, nah, just I'll build even more Marines. I'm like, do you fucking care? And he's like, oh, Jesus. Proxy Barracks Marine, the least flexible shittest rush of all time. We're not going to turn around and run away? No? Alright, well that seemed like a great attack. I would have loved to be part of that commando team of conscripted militia sent up the fucking ramp. Jesus. Sign up for the Jesse Rogers military, guys. Sounds incredible. EMC2 is now going to counterattack in the fanciest way possible, building a factory in the corner of the main. We've seen this more and more in TVP on Everdream, where people put a factory there, float it in, build 3 Hellions, and then run them in and kill all the workers. Now, Jesse Rogers here is actually doubling down. So what's really cool about this is if EMC2 goes, cool, it's held, I win, and then 30 Marines run up this ramp, he could still die, right? Just by being overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stupidity that's going to be headbutted into him, right? You know, let your guard down. Oh, you just kept making Marines to run up a ramp into a choke point. EMC2 is still building Marines though, so for him to lose this fight with a bunker, the high ground, the fact that these units are gonna have to funnel up this ramp is gonna be hilarious. Now, also remember that these Marines, if they're not microed up the ramp and you just A-move, they'll barely get vision. They'll start shooting, but it's always the Marine that gets vision that will die, and then the Marines will like keep interrupting their own attacks as they do that. Now this here is what I call a really surprise attack. He runs the Widow Mine in, just kind of stands it there for a few seconds. Remember that SCVs are kind of terrible versus Terran as well, guys, because the splash damage doesn't kill an SCV. It kills a probe or a drone in one hit because it does 40 damage. Guess what? SCVs have 45 hit points, so not the most useful. Hellions would actually have been a real game winner here, but the Widow Mines are more fun. This one's just gonna fucking stand here. It's like, hey, dickheads, do you know what I do? They go, yep, we know, you blow us up. You're a fucking dickhead, mate. Whee! Oh, EMC2 is just, oh yeah, let's run across the map. There's definitely nothing that he could just kill me with. I'm definitely not opening myself up to a base trade. Okay, EMC2 following the open wide, come inside play school approach to TvT here. Sounds a lot dirtier than it is, but it's actually the play school song. Don't worry. Open wide. Yeah, it does sound a little gross. I'm going to stop singing that song. Anyways, my mind has forever been corrupted. The days of the early 90s when things were a lot more innocent. Ah, how I miss them. These Widow Mines can take out yet another SCV. These Marines going to run in. Now, Jesse Rogers, by the way, I hope you guys have told me in chat what Jesse Rogers is. So I haven't been able to read, but it looks like Jesse Rogers is prioritizing floating the command center rather than using the fucking 500 Marines that have got. To me, I mean, this really is Gary who's given up on fucking TvT, honestly. Look at this shit. He's just, oh, I guess I'll fucking run in with my Marines. I'm like, dude, what are we... Oh, he's gonna kill the buildings real quick. That command center's got to get out. Quick reaction from EMC2. I think he realizes this is indeed a base trade. That one's burning. Wait, that one's burning as well. Oh, okay. I mean, there's no way he can mine, whereas the command center, at least one command center will get out. There are Widow Mines on the map. So these Widow Mines, of course, going to be really powerful at dealing with the superior Marine count. Jesse Rogers is up 9 Marines. He has the better mobile army. He's going to kill that command center as well. Please kill that refinery. I don't know, man. This here is... Are we calling this hit and run, StarCraft? Is that what this game is? Is this hit and run? I don't know if there's been any hit and run in this game, guys. Has there? It's definitely a silly game. I mean, one of the Widow Mine, the first Widow Mine did shoot, and then it ran down there. It's proxy racks versus proxy racks. I like that Jesse Rogers is going to try and float the barracks in the main. Is just going to camp. Yeah, you can tell. So, as we pointed out, Gary, Uncle Gary with the fucking lasagna spaghetti sauce stains all over his shirt. You can tell he's given up. Like, he's thinking, oh, I'll just fucking land him here. Just, he does, like, he's gone to go look for the expansions. He's too lazy to even attack move to the corners. Oh, he is. He's going to start heading the right direction. That command center better get out of there, man. Those Marines are going to kill that really quickly. He's walled off his ramp, funnily enough. Jesse Rogers, if he gets that command center, who knows? Maybe he can win this game. This is going to get down to the last couple of units here, I think. If that command center goes down, EMC2 is too slow. Too slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then remember, guys, there's a Marine advantage here for Jesse Rogers. So it's all about the Widow Mine shots, which technically Rogers could split individual Marines off, tank, and then win, just through superior micro and firepower, right? You could win this as Jesse Rogers, especially... Oh, turn around, hold the high ground. EMC2 is going to run into it. Great Protoss player micro there. Jesse Rogers with no focus fire. He needed to actually hold position or focus fire the Widow Mines. So the way it works, because the Marines saw the enemy Marines, they said, those are an attacking unit, the Widow Mines aren't. And rather than shooting the Widow Mines that were in range, they ran forward to engage the Marines. So what ended up happening there is then once the Widow Mines burrow, that's when the Marines go, oh, you're a threat, but I also can't see you now. So really high level, not micro from Jesse Rogers. Missed out on his opportunity there. EMC2 did some great Protoss micro, just walked up the ramp, gave him the opportunity to kill all the Widow Mines. Jesse Rogers said, even when life hands me lemons, I'm not going to make lemonade. Fuck that shit. I'm going to just float some barracks in the corners and really turn this into the most exciting game possible. And when I say exciting, I mean about as exciting as in 2020 going, oh, it's ISO time. You know what? I'm going to watch reruns of bad sitcoms. Like, not even good shows. You're like, oh, I'm in ISO. What can I do to fill the time? And he fucking downloads, like, Just Shoot Me or something. Like he downloads, like, one of the fucking most average sitcoms of the 90s that actually makes you want to just shoot yourself when you watch it because it's that fucking bad. And you're like, oh, and then like he's like, oh, it's canned laughter. It's so good, man. It's my favorite sort of entertainment. Fuck yeah, I can't. Cool. What was that the one with, what's the one with Joe Dirt in it? Was it Just Shoot Me? Which was the one with Joe Dirt in it? Because I remember that one was pretty bad too. Can't remember if that was the same one. Joe Dirt's the best though. I mean, he does upgrade the quality of just about anything. That was Talk Radio. Yeah, that one was pretty bad too. Talk Radio. Yep. Yep, David Spade. Okay, guys, so this we're just talking about things. I haven't talked about next week's show, guys. Get in there. Get in there, guys. Guess what? Did you know there's too many fucking people who are douchebags and don't care about the environment? Did you know that in the koprulu sector, minerals are not a renewable resource? They don't magically just fucking appear. You know how minerals appear, right? Basically, this is ancient dead Protoss under the crust of the Earth. They've been compressed, and then they've slowly risen to the top, and they happen to be a very compressed form of accessible energy. Sounds good, you can make a lot of units. Guess what? They will run out. I don't care. People are like, oh, there's so many planets, it's fine, we'll just find more minerals. Guys, guess what? It's not a renewable resource, and I need you guys to help form a better world for the future, a more renewable world. Do you know how you're going to do that? We're going to get working on recycling. No more single-use harassment. So I want everybody out there to send in replays where they try to really make use of recycling. I want you guys to recycle your harassment as much as possible. You know, don't just run your drop in and get it killed. Run in, kill some shit, pick up, get out. So I want you all to pay as much attention as possible to trying to improve your control with the harassment. Bring the units in, trying to recycle them, use them over and over. Now let's see if EMC2's still got this really big micro. You can see here, running the Widow Mines forward. Okay, I think he realizes those are the thing that will potentially win in this game. Still a 6 Marine advantage here for Jesse Rogers. He's going to come and gank these 2 Marines. A little bit ballsy. A little bit ballsy. EMC2 loses a Marine, only gets 2 shots off in return. EMC2's micro. I mean, I'd love to see him kind of come around the side with a Widow Mine here, do some fancy micro. I like that he's built a starport, which he can't really use for anything. He's got a factory there. Both players are now going to proceed to FAP for the next 20 minutes. So let's keep talking about the worst sitcoms ever made. And we didn't get, we didn't have as many TV channels in Australia or anything. We didn't get as many. So I'm sure you guys have got some really bad. There's a lot of Americans watching really bad sitcoms since you guys have about 300 TV channels. Rules of Engagement, Turtle Duck says, was pretty terrible. Carl Fishy says, my wife's been ISO watching a show where they record celebrities watching bad shows. It's like bad show Inception. That sounds amazing. I feel like there's like 37 podcasts of old popular shows where it's just actors from the show rewatching it, right? Like I know Turk and JD from Scrubs did one. I saw two of the Sopranos guys are rewatching it. It's like every famous show is like, yep, well, we got nothing to do. Let's do a podcast of us rewatching the show. That one sounds especially trashy though, people watching bad shows. I mean, I would probably watch it as long as it was The Room, right? I could watch that sex scene at the start of The Room for like 7 hours straight. That thing is like actually my jam. That's like true directorial art. So, I did get a warning that I may need to fast forward this game. Actually, I just remembered. It was game 1. I thought it was game 3. Thank you, Tin Fox, for the cheer, Nitsua, Polvella, and Chimera, as well as Shockwave for the subs. Of course, Maru with the gifted subs before. Good shit. EMC2, are you actually just going to leave? What are we looking at? Gary has said nothing. All right, let's see. Who is Jesse Rogers? It's a famous person, right? Apparently, Riftrax and Mystery Science Theater 3000 have Twitch channels where they run bad movies and trash them 24/7. Oh, that's good. Do they actually have rights to that? Like, are they big channels that are actually allowed to do that? Because I feel like there's a lot of Twitch channels where people just like... Apparently, actually, I did hear recently, apparently anyone in America is allowed to like watch certain TV shows along and add their own commentary. Where they, for certain shows, but you have to be within America to do it. And there's like people who just do that. Like, there's a lot of channels, people like, watch that X Reacts. Have you guys noticed this? The new highest level of quality on YouTube? A lawyer watches Suits and reacts. And I'm like, wow. You know, in Australia, we don't actually have guns. But it's good that YouTube's given us the same form of it really just, if you wanted to just shoot your brains out in terms of mental acuity of absorbing things, the amount of fucking YouTube content out there, there's just someone watching something else. I love that Twitch is moving in that direction as well. It's terrible. It's all so crap, man. Says the guy who's casting the 47th game in a row of people playing bad StarCraft. Anyways... And it was just a tie. Okay, it was just a tie. Because neither of them made a play. And as I said, Jesse Rogers, he wasn't going for the win. He was just going for that. There was very little hit or run this game. But it did make me want to hit myself. I kind of pulled my punches. I wanted to full slap myself, but my headset got in the way. Thank you, Corsair, for protecting my head while gaming. Not just giving you beautiful high-fidelity audio, but also protecting your face from hurting yourself after watching a terrible match of StarCraft. GG, well played. Jesse Rogers in EMC2. Guys, I promised I'd find out who Jesse Rogers is. So let's quickly do a Google. You guys can let me know in chat. I feel like it's a famous name. What is Jesse Rogers? I feel like this is a person, right? No? No? It's just a name. There's not a famous person called Jesse Rogers or something? Apparently not. Someone says it's a porn star with a large bottom. Oh! Well. Okay. I don't think you guys are thinking of someone else. I don't know. Anyways, okay, for some reason that sounded like a common famous, like a historical character. It's Jesse, oh, it's Jesse James is like a cowboy or something, right? He's like the Ned Kelly of America. Okay, never mind. There's just Uncle Gary, Jesse Rogers didn't give a crap, and what a fantastic match there. Thank you, EMC2, for submitting that amazing match of hit and run. And I especially liked the part where you knew he proxy raxed you, you didn't scout at all, and you sent your whole army across the map with literally nothing at home defending your ramp, which would have given you an easy win. You're like, well, I'm killing everything with these proxy Widowmines, but I better send all my Marines across the map so we can base trade. Shout out to you, AMC2. Much love. Good to see you playing Terran, and you're playing it on a very cerebral level. GG, well played. Bit of a shit show for game one. I'm spitting all over my microphone. Oh my god, gross. Thanks for watching, guys. We will try to... yeah, we will hopefully get some better maps in map 2 and 3. Let's see what we got.